right, so we're sans internet currently, but I think my data will pull through, I hope. So good morning, welcome. My name is Jessie, and I'm an intuitive reader. So I'm going to tap into the collective energy to give you guys a reading. I have a new deck of cards. They're the Tarot Draconis. The languages are not in English. I don't know, it's Spanish and I think German. There's like 3 different languages in my little booklet, but none of them are English, so I'm sure it says on here where it's from. I'm not certain, but they're beautiful. They have dragons and they're beautiful. So I'm gonna kind of try to tap into the fire energy and from this deck, and just there's a subtlety with the energy and the way that the dragons want to speak, and they, because they're what's the word, fantastical, they're mythological but creatures, but also because they're so powerful and they breathe fire, they're very misunderstood, because the energy and I've always felt this from dragons is like because that How to Train Your Dragon, the dragons in that movie are really like sweet and calm. I actually haven't seen the movie, but I've just seen a couple clips from it, and that's more the energy that they bring, is because they're very protective. It's a very protective fire, and there's a very deep subtlety, and I just keep getting this protective energy. So I'll speak on it as it comes to me. And yeah, I may have to check because they just have numbers on these. So anyway, I'm trying to learn it. So, okay. So there's some stress and anxiety, I think, coming through for some of us, in regards to finances. I was going to leave the lights off, but it does feel very dark, but I'm going to leave them off for now. In regards to like finances. And I think that there's a real strong, like, desire and readiness to kind of like face and conquer this. And what I'm getting from the Most High, like the divine, is that there needs to be because it feels like a lot like the dragon energy of, there needs to be like, not the protective part, but like there needs to be a continuing to surrender and let it go, and letting the anxiousness of it go, and the okay, because like there may be like Seven of Pentacles was one of the first cards out here, and then followed by the King and Queen of Pentacles reversed. So the Seven of Pentacles to me is representing all of these options that are opening up for you, and all of these, I'm going to take this off, all of these, when it looks in the way that it's interesting. I love the dragons on this. They're so beautiful. The way that the card it's interesting too, because all the coins are like on fire. And I love how they do colors. Like there's red and orange for fire, green for pentacles, blue for water, and air is like clouds, and white, and gray. So this, it's like they're all little portals. Like they're all little like timelines. They're all different options that are available to you. And I think that is, for some of us, is causing anxiety. Or like for me, I've been putting pressure on myself to try to like accomplish all, like, certain things have added to my to-do list, and like, so I've been feeling this sort of stress to like get it all done. And that's where we have to keep kind of surrendering it to the divine, so you can come back into your flow and this sort of trust that everything's going to pan out the way that it's meant to. Because because like our death reverse to me is like the cycle is already closing. Like whatever you're not able to let go of, it's going to be like taken away. It's going to be like a forced closing anyway. Okay, so the Empress is out here too, and that's that you're in your they were saying that to me. They were like, just trust, and like they were like, we really want you in your power, and like to be like in an embrace of that. But what's interesting to me about the Empress on this card is that it's so beautiful, this dragon. Like it's like he's holding his hand over her crown. So it's interesting because it's like she's the Empress and she's in a knight's uniform. So she doesn't have a crown. She's on duty. She's like always on duty. And so she has this sort of like Witcher's respite kind of like pose. And like, it makes me think that like the dragon is like filling her with like information and like the codes and like everything that she needs. And like, she's just like absorbing it. And, at first when I saw it, I felt like like she's overwhelmed, or she's just not overwhelmed, but like she's feel the pressure of like taking on everything. But now I see it more as like I'm getting from the dragon. I'm getting the guy. What's the guy? The main guy in the headmaster in Harry Potter. That I'm getting his energy from it. I cannot think of his name. Whoever the headmaster is at I don't think that's what they called him, but like the main guy at Harry Potter. Like I'm getting his energy of like just this wisdom is being put inside this Empress. And she doesn't wear a crown because she's in active duty. She's got her armor of God on. Like she's out here getting shit done. And so that's kind of how they're wanting you to kind of like embrace that. It's like you're out here with your armor on, like you're getting shit done. Be proud of yourself. And this it's interesting with this king, the energy with the Pentacles, because also, okay, I'm going to try to like to not get too many sidetracks, but like I think it's interesting with the dynamic with the Seven of Pentacles, because the Seven of Pentacles is technically money, or it's material, but the energy of it to me is more energetic. It's more of like, these are options. It's not like, because Eight of Pentacles is actually like your work. And so to me, they're kind of trying to help shift that whatever these beliefs are, where you felt like money was tied to needing to, what would be the words? They're showing me a treasure chest, not like collecting it, but even if you have a treasure chest, it's like it's a, Teddy's in the background making noise. It's like a, it's like everything. Okay, thank you. It's like everything that you've done in your lifetime has accumulated this, and it's all like, it's not. They're not wanting you to look at it like there has to be equal input output in order to like have stability or have balance. That's kind of how they're giving it. So it's like, even if you think of it like wanting to attain treasure, it's funny because the last couple of times we went to this one park, there's been someone out there with one of those. Actually, I've seen them at the beach too. But we go there a lot in the bay in the summers. But anyway, with the little thing where you like try to find the coins, metal detectors. So anyway, even if you think of it like you want to attain a legacy and a treasure or something like that, they're wanting you not to look at it from like a collecting standpoint, but more of like, you've put in the work, and this is how the universe wants to supply you. It's something about that. There's like a need to hold more, like be able to hold it, but not like not being attached to it. And also like, I don't know, there's still like a little bit of fear, I think, that some of us are trying to like extract from our system, that it's like even the energy of the dragons is very like ethereal and very protective and very strong, and they they want to like keep infusing you with information, and so you kind of have to have this like ability to like detach from the 3D and like allow this energy to guide you. Okay, so let me just wrap this up, because like you guys are in, I think that's one of the reasons I felt pulled to do this today, because it's like there's that you're in this sort of fire energy, but it's the princess and the knight. So okay, what they're giving me is that you're in an active energy right now. You're not wanting to sit on your throne. You're feeling restless, so you don't want to sit on your throne right now. And that's, I think, too, with this Empress out here, is like you're wanting to make moves. So I think that if there's any kind of anxiety or stress, I think that's what's causing this Queen of Swords reverse, like that's causing this sort of like not trusting your discernment. So I think it's just giving it, if you like to think of the dragons, I love that energy. They just feel very like, I just feel like the cover on this is this girl kid. There's a lot of pictures of them kissing their dragon. And if you follow Mary Magdalene, her story, she always talks about taming the inner dragon and stuff. But like, when you think of it, when you come back to a space of self-love, it's not this fear of the beast. It's that you and the beast are one type of thing. So it's a very endearing energy to me. So it's like, maybe you think of it like giving it to your dragon if it's too much for you to carry, or okay, because this magician, okay, let me wrap this up, because this magician, isn't that cool? Can you see all the colors, and like the artistry is just really cool. It looks like Mortal Kombat on the other side too. Teddy's middle name is Raiden. I named him after the Mortal Kombat guy. I also just like the name. He is funny. I don't want to get too, I'm gonna study these cards a little bit more later, because they have a lot of energy in each of them. But like, what I'm getting is that this is an energy that you're very comfortable in. You feel your best self when you're in this sort of magician energy. So that's kind of too what they're I know I stopped mid-sentence. I'm bad about that. So whatever these sort of other fears are, like, let yourself tap into this sort of like feeling that camaraderie with the universe around you. I think it's interesting because it's not the Fool, but he kind of gives me that. This will be the last part. He kind of gives me that energy a little bit of like, naivety. But I think that there has to be with both the Fool has a lot of that energy too, but I think there has to be some of that when you're like open to what the guidance around you, where he's just kind of like waiting for the next, because these are light beams that are like, instead of the tools and the different things that the magician holds, so it's like he's like waiting for the next light beam to like beam up to know where to go. And so I think that's cute. I'm going to study these a little bit more to get a little bit better feel for their energy. But I'm definitely getting the feeling of like there's, yeah, because rest and taking care of your health is noted here too. There's a desire to keep being more subtle, and that's kind of why I think I was drawn to this in general, because the dragons are like more spirit. They're not seen. You can't see them here, so they're more in the spirit realm than they are in the physical. So I think there's a desire to become more and more subtle in the way that you're moving around, and that's beautiful. All right. Yeah, okay. It works without my internet, so I'll probably do some more readings. I'm gonna mix these with my other cards, I think, too. All right, thank you guys for coming on. I appreciate it. And you can book a personal reading with me through my email. And good luck with everything.